what businesses are looking for. What have we seen? You see, I mentioned the way content is digested. And we have seen, or at least Wall Street Journal mentioned, that there was a tendency to redraw commitment on TV air and ad buyers because of losing the audience. What I can tell you is that compared to 2008, we have seen that advertisers have not stopped entirely the way they address their audience with commercials, because they realized that in 2008 they have done that, and then it was a very difficult regain of their audiences. So now they were very cautious on where they find their audience, but they did not stop. And that was very interesting to observe in the last months. Again, more than half of the small businesses, according to MasterCard, have said that they increase the use of digital services, especially payments, since the start of pandemic. And probably you can tell us more, but we have seen a huge increase, and also some numbers for Romania around using more the card payment or the POS payment rather than the cash. And we do say, and the joke was very much on the highlights, what changed the DNA of a company becoming digital? And the answer was C, pandemic. It was not the company that did the consultants. It was not Google, who used to say for 5 years already, you should go digital. It was the pandemic. And in these 6 months, many companies have reported that they have evolved like they would have done in 3 years. If I remember correctly, even EMAG in Romania mentioned exactly this. They are now where they thought they would be in 2022 or 2023 in terms of covering the market, in terms of tools that they are using. So definitely, as in any war, technology has swapped terribly lives of all. I can't not talk about AI, because according to Wall Street Journal, spending on AI system worldwide is projected to be more than 110 billion in 2024. It's a huge increase if you think that this year we would get to 50 billion. And if you think that this is something very new that people still don't understand. But AI can mean very small things. It doesn't have to be a robot that comes to your office and replaces the assistant, your personal assistant. No, AI can mean that you use machine learning within your financial system so that you improve your return of investment. AI mean that you use BigQuery. I'm mentioning a name. Don't focus on the name, but on a tool. So think of a tool that can help you identify all the documents that you have in legal where you have certain words, and can sum them under a certain category. AI can mean many things to your company, to the backbone of the company, not just to how the site is projecting products to somebody that search already for something similar or something in that respect. So there are so many opportunities there, but it sounds scary. And unfortunately, it feels like it happens all of a sudden, and people are not ready mentally for that. Okay. Deloitte, our friends from Deloitte, also mentioned recently in an article that optimizing technology spending can serve businesses well, both in crisis and in booming time. Reality is that we see these savings coming from investing more in technology when we are afraid, when we feel that we can't control any more things, and then we say, okay, I'll try because there is no other option. I think the process of digital maturity and the transformation in that respect is when you embrace this at all levels of the company, for better and worse. Technology can be an instrument, not finite goal of the company. Okay, I've talked already about videos. I will not insist now, but I do want to mention this. We have examples of situations where a company that sells a very physical instrument like books identified way to transform content in something visual so that people still buy the physical product. So there is always a answer to a very specific need of yours in order to stop bleeding as a company in a context like this, if you were feeling like that.